Well, good morning, everyone. I'm sorry I haven't seen you in a while. Just trying to drag myself up out of the bed and do something with myself. A little holiday visit with you. I know last year I did 25 days of it, and I'm still marveling at how I was able to do it. Moosey and I both did a video every day for 25 days. And here I am trying to get one in this week. Now, right now, I've put my hair in curlers. I actually was able to wash my hair and take a shower, and that was a feat. I'm still suffering from the leg, but I've come to some conclusions as to how I'm going forward with all this, and it's just a matter of willpower, faith, hope, and I would say some work. I'm at the point now where I'm about 6 weeks in to since 6 weeks since I had my knee injury and tore my meniscus. That's a tough one to say. My meniscus in the middle of my knee, or the back of my knee. I don't know where it is. And, the pain has been, I would say, and I have a great tolerance for pain. I've often said that. But honestly, sometimes it gets to 8 or 10, and I can't believe it's still there. But I know the doctor said it would take 2 to 4 months. So we're going with that. And in the meantime, I have to work on myself a little bit here. Some people have been asking me to go over what I put on my face. So let me start with the fact that normally, as you know, I have been using my Wet n Wild Dewy Foundation. It's that photo finish, and I'm loving it. It's in a soft beige, and it covers all my little sunspots and everything else that I want it to cover without being too heavy. And some of you have remarked when I put it on with the little doe foot, how little I actually put on and how good it covers. But lately, since I've been at home, not going anywhere now for 6 weeks, I have been using Elf's little primer. It seems to cover, and at the same time, it's nice and dewy. I can't believe it. It's still, as you can see, I haven't put any of my highlighter on, but it's dewy. Colleen, last Christmas, told Moosey, and she got some things in the way of makeup for me, for Moosey, to put in my stocking. And one of it was the Bio Oil Gel. And I have been using that under my makeup and on my face and on my neck, and I've been loving it. These little duo sticks are my contour sticks. And one of them is a lighter contour stick that you would put up here, maybe on the nose, or I like to put it sometimes under my eyes. In fact, I'll probably put a little bit on now. It gives a little lightness to the eyes. And these things have little brushes on the ends. There's 2 of them. They come in a pair, and I think they're $11 on Amazon Prime. And the other one is the one that I use on my cheeks. And this is the color. It's sort of a brownish color, a cocoa color. And I do use this just on my cheeks to just give a little contour to the cheeks. I don't put it under, now it looks like it might be a little bit too much today, but I don't put it under here because I don't like getting it on my clothing or whatever. But these 2 sticks have been great, and I've reordered them several times. So other than my foundation, these go on, and I've got to remember to blend. Colleen, if I keep talking, I will forget. And I always put a little bit up there and here. And then I use my highlighter. Now, I really haven't been outside in the nice air, and I'm missing the fresh air, and I feel like I need to get out and do it, and I think I'm going to start that this week, except I think we have more rain coming. But my body is feeling as if I need to get out in the fresh air. I need to get some exercise. As you lie in bed for as long as I've been there, and that was the prognosis for this. Rest, rest, rest for at least a month or two, and then maybe start some light exercises. Well, in the meantime, I do the tailgate swing while I'm sitting on my nice big lifter. I have a toilet riser, you call it, because I can't bend my knee when I go to sit on the toilet. And this has been a godsend, believe me. So while I'm sitting up high on my toilet, I will do what they call the toilet swing. No, I do what they call the tailgate swing. And that's just gently swinging your legs. Mainly I can do that because I'm up high. And that's enough to keep my knee from getting too stiff. There's a couple of other little gentle exercises that I do on the bed, and that's keeping the knee from getting too stiff. And trying out on my eyebrows, which are disappearing along with other things, I fill in a little bit in the middle and then try and define. Now let me see if I can do this. It just fills it in just enough to the point where I make a few strokes in here in the middle and then follow through just enough to give definition, maybe a little bit here. Now, I wonder how that turned out. I am still using my jumbo bronze crayon under my eyes and just try and draw a line. I think that's just enough to give definition. Now I will put some mascara on there too. I've already put my Revlon Iced Amethyst on, my little L'Oreal Infallible highlighter on. I do like to put that, as you know, a little bit on the cheeks, up here, down the nose, and here. And then a little bit on top of my Iced Amethyst just to give it a glow. Now I will wipe that off because sometimes you forget and leave it on. So that's about it, other than some mascara. And I hope I'm looking a little healthier than I have been. Honestly, my main goal when the kids have been coming to visit over the holidays is just not to look sickly. You know, when you're in bed inside, you take on that pasty look, and makeup will try and help it, that's for sure. Maybe that's enough. So once I take these curlers out, then we can talk. Well, I haven't brushed my hair or run my fingers through my hair yet, but it's curly. So this is what this cute little thing is. You can't see it. It's got what you think are sleeves, but they're not. And it looks like a sweater with a hood in the back, but it's not. This is sort of a sweater wrap with a hood in the back. Can you see the hood in the back? And you could either let it hang straight down the front as a scarf, or cross it, perhaps bring one up, leave one down, which is kind of cute. Or maybe this is what Debbie did, and hers looked good. She sort of tied it. Maybe it's like that. How does that look? Something like that. There. So let me comb my hair and see what I can do with this. And then maybe we'll go into the living room and we'll chat from there to see how I should fix this. I don't want to hide my pretty pin. I straightened it. Isn't that pin gorgeous? I should show you a close-up of it. Can I get in and show you a close-up? It's Ralph Lauren's initials and a little crown on the top. And it's in little rhinestones on a black onyx type base. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, and this goes so well with it that I tried to kind of, I don't want to hide it, so I think I'll just swing this up a little bit here. Anyway, as I was saying, before I get sidetracked here. So I do want to do a little running show, and I will narrate it as to which family it is and when we saw them. And we managed to get in all the families except poor Matthew and Cindy, and the children who are still down with COVID. And I'm going to call them today and check on them and see how they're doing. But it might be a while before we see them. I'm hoping that maybe Lauren was the only one that that didn't come down with it. So we'll narrate that, and that it was our wonderful holiday. I'm going to leave it like that. There. Our wonderful visits began on Saturday with a visit from Mikey and his family, and we had so much fun, but we missed the next day with Billy and all of his family. The night before Christmas is a tradition, and Moosey read it to Colleen's kids. Ever since they've been little tiny babies, he has read it in our bed. Christmas morning came, and Micah came down and wheeled me up, wheeled Moosey up. Moosey did all these paintings for all the kids, and they loved them. This one was a special one for Brendan, his basketball painting. We sat, we had a lovely breakfast with them, and then it was off to Margie's at noontime. Moosey did a little painting for little Peyton. We had a wonderful family with all of Margie's sons and her grandchildren. The boys played a game, and little Peyton loved her painting. Then we had a visit the day after Christmas from Billy and Bonnie and Piper, of course. It was a great visit, and I'm so glad we got to see them. Yesterday, Debbie and Barry came up with a wonderful dinner from PJ's restaurant. So we did get to see 5 of our children, and I had to put Matthew, our 6th, and his... The other thing that we're hoping to do, because it's one of my food cravings that I only do, honestly, we only do this maybe once a year, and that is our New Year's Eve fondue. We always set up a little table right here in front of the living room fireplace. And we have our little wine in our Romer glasses, and we do the cheese fondue. Moosey and I make it in the kitchen and then bring it in here and have it here as we chat on New Year's Eve, all dressed up in our silk PJs. And I don't know whether we'll dress up as much as we normally do, but I'm hoping maybe we can do that on New Year's Eve, in which case you might see it a day or two after New Year's Eve. So in the meantime, I have sent for something that my brother was telling me about it. I talked to both my brothers. Of course, they're back in New Jersey, and they are coming out, I told you, on the 23rd of January. So I'm hoping I'm more improved by then. And I ordered these, what's called sleeves. And they're meant to give support and also help with inflammation by using part of the compression. They're quite tight, and this is supposed to go in the middle of the knee, and it has a ring of gel. This is some gel around here, this raised area. And then on each side are these bones. I don't know whether you can see the outline of them. They're quite stiff. And in here, going from the top all the way down to the bottom, are bones that will help to keep it nice and tight. And this is supposed to be good for pain when you're on your feet. And you're supposed to only wear them maybe a couple hours a day, because it is tough to get them on, and they're quite tight. But I have one for the other knee too, because when I had a chance to look through the x-rays, I looked at them last week again, and it looks like my other knee is as bad, if not worse, than the one that went on me with that bone-on-bone arthritis. And I want to protect that too. So there's no way I'll be showing my knees for the rest of my life, that's for sure. And I've been trying to wear both of them at the same time. And they do help with the pain a little bit. And that's the big thing. So enough about that. My attitude is looking forward with hope and faith that everything will heal in time. I will be patient, and I have already started the exercises, just little ones that are prescribed for degenerative meniscus tear. Degenerative means going downhill with the arthritis. Oh, I have to tell you about Chemu. The other day, Brendan made, by the way, do you like my little festive cup. I have a cute assortment of cups these days for my coffee. And the fact that I'm left-handed, I guess they do make cups that have decor on both sides too, don't they? Brendan made the cutest comment about Shamu the other day. They were all down here. They came down when the other kids were here because they all like to see each other. So Colleen and Micah and some of the kids were here. And they were talking about Shamu and what a great cat Shamu has been for being an outdoor cat for 12 years. This cat is up there in age with Muzi and I. And she used to get claustrophobia when you have her come inside. She'd want to go right out. You couldn't close the door. So I didn't worry about it. And somehow she survived all those years with the wild animals, and she's smart. And, but you know, with the coyote problem that we've had, and for those of you who haven't heard that, we've had a little family of coyotes that live up on the hill behind us. And they have been for about 2 months now. And for some reason or other, every night they would come down and we would hear them on the roof. They would jump from a hillside onto the roof. Well, Micah did a few things in the way of putting some scat mats with some little prickly things that would hurt their feet if they jumped onto it, soaking some rags on the path that they followed down. I don't know why they were on our roof, whether they were coming here to smell Shamu or what, but we decided we had to bring Shamu in at night. And so we set up a cat litter box here. Micah went out and got this nice big one after a few accidents where Shamu was rather aggressive with her covering up her business. And now she's fine. She is wonderful. She has a place where she hides under the bed and sleeps all night long, doesn't wake us up. Only in the morning when she knows we're awake, then she wants to go out. So it's been wonderful. But last night, Brendan made a comment when everyone was around the other day. Shamu was actually walking around inside, just visiting with everyone and brushing up against their legs and saying hello. And Brendan said, you know, I think we've all decided that Shamu has been an underrated cat. And I thought that was cute. In other words, she's a smart cookie and she knows her place. She's well behaved, great indoor manners, and they're all in love now with Shamu. Most of them have been anyway, but they realize that this cat has some smarts. Cute. And last night, when I was in my bed, Musi was out here watching a football game for a couple of hours, but when I leave the curtain open here, I can see in and out. And of course, I see the Christmas tree, and that's nice from the bed. And I happened to see, it was early, it was around supper time, and I happened to see the cat running on the floor out here from that end of the down to the door, and then back again out here to the fireplace, back and forth. And I thought maybe she was having a little episode or seizure or something, wanting to go out or something. And Moose, I heard him laughing. I said, "What's going on?" And he said, "Would you believe that Shamu is batting one of the Christmas balls that had fallen off the tree around like a kitty, a young kitty?" She had this big silver ball and she was batting it with her paw, and Moose said, and then she'd put her behind up in the air and play cat and mouse with it, you know, like they normally do, and then sneak up to it again and jump high. And I didn't know a 12-year-old cat could do that, but she was really feeling her oats last night, that was for sure. But that was just cute, right? So, as we look toward the new year, we look forward with hope in our hearts, faith for peace in this world, this crazy world of ours right now, and for all of us, especially those of us who are in that aging group, to find joy in whatever small, simple things in life that befall us or are around us. Our simple joys are seeing children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren whenever we can. Looking forward to a little visit is fun. Perhaps a nice little meal together, just something simple. Lucy and I did like our little outings out to get some yogurt or perhaps a hot dog at one of the nice hot dog places. You know, I love my iced coffee from Del Taco, but those will have to wait for a while because I just haven't been able to get out. But let's hope most of all for world peace, for personal contentment. I think that's what it is. I think a lot of us have inner turmoils of one kind or another. What I am experiencing, I know, doesn't even touch what many of you have going in your lives with family health problems and yourselves. And I know that, and I pray for all of you every day. I am so grateful that Moosey and I have each other at this stage, that we have lived this long to enjoy our family. So thank you all for being patient for this video. It's not setting the world on fire with all sorts of news, but it's just a little bit of holiday love to all of you. And I hope that you all had a pleasant holiday, a very blessed Christmas. Thank you so much for a wonderful year, 2023. I gained so many new friends, both Moosey and I did, on this YouTube channel. And I am so grateful for your loyalty, your comments, your love, and thank you so, so much. And I hope that 2024 will continue in the same way. I love you all. Goodbye for now. And God bless us all, everyone.